Stephen Colbert insists he's more conservative than people might think and not a lefty figure. We have to believe him, Bryce. This guy doesn't have four murders like Taglione.
All of a sudden,
we have to believe him because according to Adam's theory, he ain't lying.
But he's wearing the glasses.
100% telling the truth.
He's wearing the glasses.
Here's Stephen Colbert. Go ahead, folks.
Go ahead, Rob.
And the demographics of these shows are interesting too.
Huh.
It's about a third. It's about a third Republicans, third Democrats, third
Sounds
Independents.
very
You think, people perceive me as this sort of lefty figure. I think I'm more conservative than people think. I just happen to be talking about a government in extremis.
Yeah.
And so what I'm giving you is my reaction video to the day.
Adam, do you believe him?
Well, listen.
You have to believe him. This guy's
he's not a murderer.
He said it.
But he hates Trump.
Well, of course, he's just an average, moderate guy who only has 99% of his guests being on the left, that only dismantles Trump left and right, that does shimmies for COVID syringe vaccines. Of course, he's a conservative guy. Listen, Stephen Colbert, you could say what you want. I actually think Stephen Colbert is immensely talented, but he has been completely absorbed by the left. And he's perception is reality. I think when he did the Colbert Report and he portrayed this conservative guy,
is going a very different angle, homie.
Okay.
Folks, forgive Adam's
naivete. Sorry.
And support for Mr. Colbert, because Tom is about to give you a very different theory.
To be honest with you, I thought it was Rachel Maddow that I was looking
going
at.
on. By the way, he did say
What's
something.
the difference?
Here's what he did say. He says, I don't generally say or do things that I don't mean on the shows unless I'm in character, like a sketch. Tom, do you believe him?
No. I believe that what's going on right now, and also in a related story, CNN anchor has been pushing back on liberal critics. My job is not to take down Trump, says Caitlin Collins. Yeah. She was on a podcast on Wednesday, or speaking to somebody on Wednesday.
Hassan Minaj.
Yeah, exactly.
Nicki Minaj is
what the moment showed was there was a lot of support for Trump. And I think it was jarring for some people to remember that maybe to see that reality of our job is not to sanitize things when I say, well, this is what you want the narrative to be. No, this is what you want to happen. No. Oh my gosh, give me a break.
Is this the Barry Weiss effect?
No, she is Caitlin Collins. Yes, it's the Barry Weiss effect, and it's also you're not effing profitable effect, and it's also you're not getting a lot of audience effect, and it's a lot of, there may be liberals in the CEO chairs, but they also have to look at profitability and running a profitable network. And ESPN has been cutting higher priced sports anchors for 2.5 years, saying that they have to get to a more economic outcome because they have to pay billions to get access to sports, so they can't afford to have all these anchors with this. This has been going on. I think everybody is running for cover, trying to appear a little bit more neutral, a little bit more objective, a little bit more to the center. They're all trying to do it. Remember Colbert, everybody's been threatening about his show being canceled. Oh, do you think it's going to get canceled? And then they're trying to spin it. Never mind, it's been losing money, and we've seen all the stats on that.
It was canceled. Colbert was canceled.
Right. Yeah. It says so, but I'm saying, never mind all that. Never mind all that. Oh, I'm not such a bad guy. Yeah. I want to be back on. I want to be over here. That's what's going on. They're all sanitizing history and putting a spin on history because they see what's coming. And by the way, the funny thing about Caitlin Collins, she's kind of on a rookie contract. She's not on an Anderson Cooper contract. So, and basically, when they offered it for sale, there were leaks and supposedlies that Zaz was at the Allen conference in Idaho telling people, and by the way, we'll take care of some of the expensive contracts, but remember, Caitlin's on a more economic contract.
Yeah, of course.
So he was actually telling people, hey, if you like her, she's young, she's in a demographic, and she's on a better deal. You don't think they were saying that?
You know who Caitlin Collins should call, by the way.
You don't think that they all know this? You don't think they're all sitting back saying...
What's this rap? Is this the one that she says, my job isn't to... Go ahead and play this.
What that moment showed was there was still a lot of support for Donald Trump. And I think it was jarring for some people to remember that maybe and to see that. But that was reality. And our job is not to sanitize things and say, well, this is what you want the narrative to be, or this is what you want to happen.
Look at the smugness.
Our job is just to cover it as it happens and to show you what that was. And I think that town hall showed people that. Like my job is like not to take down Trump.
Yes,
I'm
it
a
is.
reporter and an anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah, with an earpiece and a producer.
She's
Let's add
lying,
that.
sitting there next to another liar, Hassan Minhaj. You remember the anthrax story that he said that he claimed white powder was sent to his house and he opened it and it spilled on his daughter and then went to the ER? Turns out he was full of poo-poo. Like, I don't, like, it's just
Watch
nonsense.
your mouth, Vinnie.
Yeah, like, Stephen Colbert saying that he's conservative is like Mike Tyson going, yeah, I'm a pacifist. No, you're not a pacifist. You're a fighter, bro.
Stop it,
like,
bro.
stop
Stop
lying. And you nailed it. What, Rob's laughing.
They're
like,
all
you nailed
trying
it.
to
You nailed
spin.
it, Tom, because they're trying to come back because they know you're going
Did he
broke.
really fabricate the anthrax?
Anthrax story, Hassan Minhaj. That's the involving his
What?
young daughter. Yeah.
Next thing you're gonna tell me that Jussie Smollett didn't get assaulted by four Trump guys in Chicago.
Was it a skit, like a joke that he made up?
No.
If it's a joke, I mean, I get it.
No,
You're telling
absolutely not a
The
joke.
core incident of the story showing left the powder at his apartment, and this stand-up Minhaj claimed the powder was accidentally spilled into his daughter, leading to a frantic ritual in New York. However, in September 2020, Prophet Minhaj confessed that his daughter was never exposed to the powder and was not hospitalized. He had received an envelope with the white powder, but the dramatic details about his daughter and the hospital visit were invented for dramatic effect to highlight the emotional truth of the fear he and his family. Oh, okay.
Okay, like he's trying to be like,
it's a story.
But he's a pusher of Trump and racism, and the country was the worst. He's one of those.
Wasn't he the comedian that you do the dinner something? You know,
Yeah, he did the White House Correspondents' Dinner, I
8 years
believe,
ago or
when he did
6
the thing
years
about
ago.
Steve Bannon, and when he goes,
Yeah.
I do not see Steve Bannon.
Yeah,
Not see
yeah.
Steve Bannon.
Yeah,
it was a
yeah.
And
good
then he had a prom story. So in Homecoming King, he said a white classmate rejected him at prom because of his race, showing up with a white boy instead. But the woman involved later disputed, saying she turned him down well before the night of the dance. So it's like I don't believe any of these people. And for Stephen Colbert, give me a freaking break. I'll respect you more if you just stick to your guns and say we hate Trump. We get paid to hate Trump, even if we're losing money. It's Trump, 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 Trump. That's it.
Yeah, all I got to say is three things. Trump got paid settlements. Number
Yep.
one. Number two,
Big
these
ones.
networks are in media is unprofitable. Number three, there have been people losing their contracts and getting Jim Acosta, and people getting sent out to the backyard for going on 2.5 years now, especially at ESPN. Point three, Barry Weiss and the Ellisons, and Skydance. Point four, now they're seen saying, well, my job is not to take down Trump, is to do this. Well, I'm more in the center. There's one third is my audience. You're so full of crap.
There's
That's
no
not your
chance that a
audience.
third
Yeah,
of
let me go
his
to this.
audience is a turd.
Let me go
across
to this
the
next story.
ideological
While
spectrum.
I'm going to this next story, you know some news? Rob Garguglio just passed 1,000 Manex. Rob, please put your tweet.
Wow,
Can you
Garguglio.
put your tweet?
Look at
this
that
is
guy.
the greatest
Wow.
profile picture in
Let
the
me
history
see
of
him.
This guy's
profile
definitely
pictures.
not a quadruple,
I love
you know what?
his three-piece suit.
Let me see this guy.
Look at
Rob
this.
looks
Look
like
at
a
Rob.
total
Look at
friendly
that,
guy. Invite him
guys.
over for
Look
a
at
Rob,
that.
what's it called when the doctors look inside your
Rob,
rectal
definitely
exam?
wanna
What's it
invite
called?
you over to my new
Colonoscopy.
cellmate.
Rob was getting a colonoscopy right
Fantastic.
there.
Go Manect.
Congrats, Rob.
Congratulate him. Just crossed 8,000
Nice.
Manex.
By the way, 2026 is right around the corner. If you got big plans for 2026 and you've never written a business plan out, or you've written it, but it's not properly structured, you want some structure for it? That's why I wrote this book, Choose Your Enemies Wisely. If you haven't read it yet, click on a link below, place an order.
So, if you want a signed copy of Choose Your Enemies Wisely, it's never a better time to read a book on business planning. Right now is the time. Go to vtmerch.com. Rob, we'll put the link below if you don't mind. We'll Choose Your Enemies Wisely right there, signed, as well as the other copies of the books that we have. And on top of that, Rob, also put the link to Business Planning Workshop. I would do both if I were you. Read the book, then attend the Business Planning Workshop. But we're looking forward to 2026. Last night, we were at this America Business Forum. I was on stage with Brett Baer, and we're watching all the people that are there, the types of business owners. Jeff Bezos, Jamie Dimon goes before me, and then Steve Witkoff is there.
Witkoff, yeah.
Then you have Serena Williams literally goes right after me, and then
Rafael Nadal was there. Messi was there.
Trump, Messi.
Trump was there yesterday.
Unbelievable. And by the way, everybody in that place was talking about what's going to be happening in 2026. So a lot of people behind closed doors are ecstatic about 2026. If you want to get some of those strategies, register for Business Planning Workshop. Go to bpw.betdavidconsulting.com. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.